So the weird thing yesterday with Dr. Chu is I got there a little bit before 2:30, right, which is when my appointment was. Sat down maybe 5-10 minutes before they called me to the back, right. Okay, usually the nurse will weigh you, take your vitals, right. So that's about 10 minutes. Then you gotta wait for the doctor a few minutes, maybe 5 to 10 there as well. And then, right, she sees you, right, and that should be more than 10 to 20. Yeah, the weird thing is, I fasted all day till I had the appointment. Took my medications as normal and all that, right. Brought them in for her to look at in my medication list. And again, I lost over an hour, right? And the reason I know is when I got to the restaurant I ate at, which is the old timey buffet. I again realized it was around 4. Right? And I got my first plate. And that was again the vegetable plate. So this time I got 2 ribs, almost the size of 3, right? One rib was longer than the other, and the other one was regular size, right? But the one that was longer was about twice the size, right? So anyway, I do 3 plates again, but the third plate was just barbecue and mashed potatoes with gravy and peaches, right. And it took me about 52 minutes to eat it, right. So when I'm leaving, right. Like I said, it took an hour to get home, right. I got right home at 6 o'clock, right. But, right. And this again is the problem. My visit with Dr. Chu went over an hour, right. And I'm experiencing, again, time loss, right. Where I don't feel like I was in there the whole hour. Now, I don't know if I brought it up to her and told her, about the problem with the girl in the nail salon and the Comcast girl. Okay. But I still lost about the same amount of time, right? As with both women, right? So, I know I would have to leave the office at about 10 to 4 at least to get to the restaurant around 4. Alright. Now I left the receipt on the table because, again, I got my watch. Yeah, sure, that's right. So, like I said, right, now Dr. Chu and one of the nurses, not the one who brought me to the back though, both of them matched my dream girl. Though I wouldn't have a problem with the other woman, right? And liking her too, right? But only her and another nurse looked like my dream girl, right? Right. So why did I again go over the hour, at least 20 minutes or more, and yet it don't seem like that much time passed, right? And I keep telling her, you know, I thought I'm trying to get her, you know, a permission to look at my records and all that, right? And the reason I would tell her that is that's what I'm telling my psychiatrist as well. And again and again. I'm experiencing blackout, and I think it has to do with sex. Now, I can't tell you what's blacking me out. And who. But the thing is, it involved two different women within a few months apart, and I lost a different amount of time with each woman as well. With the first one, again, it was over an hour, right? And with the second one, it was about 25 minutes, right? Because I was expecting the person that was to do the job around 10, right? I had made an appointment with Comcast, right? And a female showed up, but I didn't know it until I regained consciousness, right? It was about 22 to 23 minutes later, which would make the total time I lost about 25 minutes, right? Now, again, the reason I know that is I was expecting them at 10, right? And I'm not coming to again, right? Until, again, 23 minutes later, right? Now, all I know is what I would tell the girl, or Dr. Chu, right? But then again, I don't know if sex happened with Dr. Chu or the nurse or the other nurse, right? Because that's part of the story. Now, all I can do is ask her, right? If she wants me to show her how. I mean, love to the girl, right? But it still don't mean I know how I was blacked out again, right? That's the problem, though, right? See, none of right. But of course, you know, I would tell her about adultery and all that, and how Jesus forgave the woman caught in the act of adultery, right? And see, Jesus wants us to forget that. Satan taught us condemnation, but also showed us natural and obscure sex, right? Now, God, until we sinned with Satan, showed us straight sex. I'm trying to explain to the homosexuals what the Christians are trying to tell them, right? But I'm also trying to tell the Christians it's not the butt sex alone that was the problem. It's how Satan did Adam, now male, right? And he hurt Adam and shamed him, right? Now, like any deal with the devil, though, like I told you before, he offered him his 2 holes for Adam's 1 hole. And he also had Eve's 2 holes, right? But it wasn't more her that was raped, right, or harmed during the encounter. It was Adam. Now that's again why Moses calls sex between 2 men an abomination, right? But that's still how Satan sees it, right? Yet he did it too, right? And the thing is, once he did Adam that way, he caused a rift between Adam, his wife, Satan, and Adam, right? And again, Adam and God, right? Not because God didn't warn him, right? But because he couldn't forgive it. Even though he kind of did it voluntarily as well. Now, Eve thinks she's talking to a serpent in the garden, right? And that it's in the branches of the fig tree. Well, if Satan is kind of as tall as a normal male, right, and is a hermaphrodite's penis doesn't have testicles under it. Might appear like a snake or a worm even, right? And David says in the Psalms 22, I am a worm and a man. Right? Well, only a hermaphrodite can say that. Was David male or hermaphrodite? What that means is we're all male or female after the fall as well. Yeah, I also found out through medical science that occasionally a child will be born in the image of God, right? Which is both images. Why? Because God made the body of the first human being as an adult, right? Of about 25 to 30 years old, right? And until he sinned with Satan, right, he didn't have to deal with death, right? But after he sinned with Satan, he died in the day of the Lord, living 930 years after he ate of the fruit of the body of Satan, right? Now, I told you, like I said before, in Song of Solomon 2, chapter 2, verse 3, right, the woman is comparing Solomon to an apple tree. Yeah, we know he's not. But she then talks about putting his fruit in her mouth. Some versions say palate, which is deep inside the mouth. Deep throat, anyone? Right. That's a porno popular in today's culture. And you're not telling people this, right? That means you're lying to them, right? 50-50. You're either trying to keep it a secret or acting too dumb to understand it. Oh, I'm unlearned. I don't know what that means. Or I'm learned but a sealed, right? I can't tell you what it means. And John identifies the third problem is you're unworthy to say anything about it. Who determines your worth? You. You'll do it with money. Right. You want to be the richest man in the world, don't you? Right. And not the poorest either, right? But to do that, you gotta use the current system and use it to your favor, right? But that also involves some kind of product, right? Usually as well, that people want to buy, right? And if you don't do that, people aren't going to want to buy it. Now, I can't say